to jump into Red Hair Boy at the advanced level. I'm going to first play the tune down fairly slowly, and then we'll get into the A part. And so here's the rhythm track. This first rhythm track starts at 62 beats a minute. Here's the tune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's basically the version we have here. I'll talk to you the A part and some of the interesting things that when I was putting this version together, I thought were neat to talk about based on some of the things we've talked about with flat picking and the general sense of keeping a solid, at least a feel of the up and down with the pick through the eighth notes, and as much or more with how that feel is developed with your arm and made to feel sort of feel good with your arm and loose, and hopefully not too forced and tight. So like with the first two bars here, what's going on into a little cross picking kind of move right there. And so at the end of bar 1, you have a hammer-on into the downbeat of bar 2. And we've talked about how we want downbeats strong. This is an area where we're going to veer from that just a little bit, because our key melody note that we're going to try to target here is that the downbeat to beat 3 of that bar, which is the melody of Red Hair Boy. So that's our first phrase that we want to kind of launch toward. You want to land on that strong. So the way in this version, what we've got going on. So starting that hammer on with an upstroke on the 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and up, and then hammering, and so the rest of that when the second bar happens. So now when it sets up, it keeps, once our pattern is established, even though we're breaking the picking pattern with a hammer on, we're still maintaining the sense of how that rhythm feels. And then it just picks right up back into our advanced versions here have more strings of eighth notes, and also some other left hand kind of embellishments, which we're going to get into right into bar 3. And we're using just a little triplet kind of effect to get from the open third string to again that first fret on the second string, and then sort of breaking again the eighth note patterns with 2 downstrokes, which is those melody notes there, and then back, and again, and that would be something to isolate. There's a lot of intricate technique working in that passage right there, with the cross picking and the string changing and the hammer-ons, and again setting up. It all sets up for that downbeat on beat 3 of that second bar of the phrase. And so because of all the other technique stuff we've talked about, again here in the advanced version, we're trying to put a lot of this stuff together to make deeper music. So. Now here we're going to a little position shift. We could choose to use use our pinky there, I think it's a good idea to, in interest of where we are now with playing and thinking about position shifts, it's okay to, once again, these fingers, the index in the middle and the ring fingers are stronger. And if I were playing this at tempo, that's what I would do. As opposed to, obviously there's options. And then that first ending, got a little bluesy slide back into the repeat. And then all this, again, with the cross picking and the target note there. Notice when I went through that little 16th hammer-on thing, I slowed it down just a little bit, just to just for my own sake, to emphasize it. Because I really want to hear the way all those notes happen, and there's a certain, the space between the notes, and make sure those rhythmic ideas are very obvious. So that gets us through the A part of Red-Haired Boy. Now we'll jump into the B.